All right, jumping right in. Wow, your sources on Devonport tourist guides, business directories, even community event flyers. You really weren't kidding about wanting the full picture, huh?
I guess you could say that, yeah. It's not every day you get to dive this deep into a place with such rich and varied source
And
material.
that's what makes it so fun, right? Anyone can skim a travel blog, but we're after something a little more real.
Exactly. We're uncovering the layers here, the history, the community, those little details that make a place unique. And speaking of unique, Devonport's connection to Auckland's history. It's more intertwined than I initially realized.
Oh, tell me more about that. What kind of connection are we talking about?
Well, for starters, you've got to consider its location right on the harbor. It's no surprise that it played a pretty significant role even in those early colonial days.
Right, of course. Proximity to the harbor must have made it a prime spot.
Exactly. And when you dig into the specifics, shipwrecked sailors, a signal station perched on top of a volcanic cone. Let's just say reality was a bit more dramatic than I pictured.
Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. Give me those stories.
Well, picture this. 1841, the HMS Buffalo runs aground. And where do the survivors end up? Right there in Devonport. That's how this all began, as a haven for shipwrecked souls. And it tells you right there how vital that harbor location was, even back then.
Wow. Talk about starting with a bang. So are we talking pre-Devonport name then, too?
Exactly. It was originally called Flagstaff. I mean, talk about a name that just screams history. It makes you wonder, why the change?
Right. You don't just toss out a name like Flagstaff. There's got to be a story there.
Oh, there definitely is. But first, that name itself is super telling, don't you think? Think about it. Flagstaff. They had that signal station up on Mount Victoria. It wasn't just decorative, you know? That was their beacon, guiding ships into the harbor. Their lifeline, connecting them to everything else.
Wow, Flagstaff. It's like that one detail suddenly makes a whole picture so much clearer. Suddenly I'm seeing it not just as this charming little village, but this strategically important, vital harbor post.
Exactly. And that connection to the harbor, it's woven into the very fabric of the place.
Which makes it even wilder to me that it was, at one point, totally cut off. Like, I pictured Devonport as this charming village, just seamlessly connected to everything else.
Yeah, about that. See, for a good while there, Devonport was actually physically separated from the rest of the North Shore.
Wait, seriously? By what?
By a massive mangrove swamp. Can you imagine that?
A mangrove swamp? Okay, yeah, that'll do it. Talk about an obstacle. So how did they even bridge that gap, so to speak?
Well, they literally bridged it. Or, more accurately, they fill it in. Created the race course, and just like that, Devonport went from isolated to integrated.
Wow. I bet that changed the whole feel of the place. Talk about a landscape makeover with a side of community connection. Makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah,
How much our environment, even in subtle ways, shapes how we interact with the place.
you've got that right. Sometimes it's not the buildings or the streets, but those almost invisible barriers or connections that truly define a place.
It's like that saying, geography is destiny. But sometimes it takes a little digging to uncover how those forces have shaped things. Speaking of shaping, I'm seeing a lot of references to the Devonport Naval Base in these sources. Hard to miss, really.
And with good reason, it's the Royal New Zealand Navy's main base, so yeah, kind of a big deal. Not just physically either, but for the whole identity of Devonport.
Right, like it's more than just a base. It's a symbol of, I don't know, a whole other dimension to the place.
It reminds you that even in a place known for its quaint charm, there are these threads of national importance woven into the very fabric. And speaking of charm, we can't forget about those iconic Devonport villas.
Don't worry, I wouldn't let you. Honestly, those houses, that's what initially drew me in. Purely aesthetics at first.
Yeah.
All those Victorian-era homes, they just ooze history, like each one holds 100 stories.
Right. They definitely lend a unique character to the place. And speaking of character, did you see the one about the Esplanade Hotel?
The Esplanade Hotel. Refresh my memory.
So it's this gorgeous place, built in the 1890s, all decked out in that classic villa style. And get this, it just sold for a cool $7 million.
$7 million. Okay,
Yeah.
that's some serious historical elegance.
It just goes to show you that historic charm, yeah, that never goes out of style. And neither does a good dose of community spirit, which Devonport has in spades.
It really seems that way, especially when you consider their stance on things like the nuclear-free zone. That took some serious conviction.
Absolutely. And it wasn't just talk. They've rallied against things like the sale of synthetic cannabis in local shops, too.
Wow. Sounds like they're fiercely protective of their community. It really does speak volumes about the people, you know? Like, it's one thing to appreciate history from afar, but it's another entirely to actively shape the present and future of a place. That takes guts.
Couldn't agree more. It's that kind of spirit that really makes a community. And that's what we'll delve into even further after a quick break. And that's what makes Devonport so unique. It's not stuck in the past, you know? It's this living, breathing community grappling with real issues.
It's that blend of old and new that's so striking. But okay, let's talk everyday life. What's it like to actually live there? Beyond the charming facades and historic landmarks, I mean.
Well, for one thing, get ready to embrace the outdoors. Remember those volcanic cones we talked about? Turns out they're not just for looking at.
Oh, right. I did see something about walking trails.
Walking, biking, the works, crisscrossing all over those cones, with some pretty spectacular views, I imagine.
And for those of us who prefer a more, shall we say, motorized approach to nature.
They've got you covered. Apparently you can rent e-bikes, even Segways, right there at the ferry terminal.
Now that's what I call exploring in style. But it's not all outdoor adventures, right? What about the whole community engagement side of things?
Oh, that's woven into everything they do. Like you said, it's not just about preserving the past, it's about actively shaping the present and future.
Yeah, the whole nuclear-free zone thing and pushing back against synthetic cannabis, they definitely don't shy away from tough topics.
Absolutely. But it's not always about reacting to a problem. Sometimes it's about setting a proactive vision. That's where Zero Waste Devonport comes in.
Zero Waste Devonport. Okay, that sounds ambitious. Tell me more.
Right. But they're serious about it. They're all about reducing their environmental impact. So we're talking composting, recycling, really getting people to rethink how they consume things, building a whole culture of sustainability.
You know, that kind of stuff really resonates with me. Don't get me wrong, historic charm is great, but this is next level.
Yeah.
It's about walking the walk, not just talking the talk. Thinking about the future, too.
It's about values, for sure. And speaking of the future generation, they do a fantastic job of getting kids involved in community life, too. Remember that Easter bunny hunt we talked about earlier?
How could I forget? That sounded adorable.
Right. Organized by the Devonport Business Association, gets the whole family out and about. But it's not just about fun and games either. They find ways to weave in cultural elements too. They've got this thing called the Devonport Matariki Coloring In Star Search.
Wait, a Matariki-themed coloring contest? That's actually brilliant.
I know, right? Gets the kids engaged with Maori culture and traditions in a fun way, and it doesn't stop there. They even have a Music of the Stars concert at the ferry terminal with music inspired by Matariki.
Wow, that's amazing. It's like they found this incredible balance, honoring tradition, embracing the arts, and making sure the next generation feels connected to it all.
And it's not just surface level stuff either. Remember the Depot Art Space? I dug a little deeper into what they're about, and get this, they make it a point to feature artists who focus on social justice, environmental protection, things like that.
That's amazing. So it's not just pretty pictures on a wall, it's about using art as a platform for something bigger.
Precisely. And that commitment to their values, it pops up everywhere. They even have their own local radio station, The Flea, run by the North Harbor Community Radio Trust.
No way. A community radio station. That's amazing. It's like those are the heart and soul of a place. You know, the more we uncover here, the more I'm realizing Devonport isn't just a picturesque village. It's like this little utopia of conscious living, you know, where history and community and a better tomorrow all just come together.
Right. Makes you wonder what we can learn from a place like that. How can we bring a little bit of that Devonport spirit into our own lives?
Totally. It's not about copying them exactly, but about recognizing those values, those connections that make a place more than just a place.
Exactly. Speaking of connections, we should talk about the very real link Devonport has to Auckland. The ferry ride isn't just scenic, it's symbolic of how intertwined they are.
It's a two-way street, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, sure, Devonport benefits from being so close to the city, but people come from all over to experience its unique vibe.
Oh, absolutely. It's like this little escape hatch from the hustle and bustle, but without being completely detached. Devonport offers that change of pace, that chance to reconnect with the simple things, you know, a walk along the water, a coffee at a sidewalk cafe.
Right. It's that perfect blend of accessible and tranquil. The best of both worlds. But okay, all this talk about strolling and scenery is making me hungry. We can't forget about the Devonport food scene.
Oh, right. And from the looks of it, they don't mess around. Over 30 different eat and drink spots, everything from cafes to high-end restaurants.
I'm seeing everything from classic Kiwi fare to international flavors. There's even a burger punk restaurant. Intrigued.
See, told you. Devonport's got a little bit of an edge under all that charm.
Love that. It's like that perfect blend of tradition and trendiness, speaking of which. It's like you can have your flat white and gourmet pastry in a charming historic cafe, then wander down the street and stumble upon a shop like MXTNZ, brewing with locally designed art and homeware. That blend of old and new, the way Devonport honors its heritage while embracing contemporary creativity, it's truly special.
It speaks to the underlying current we've been discussing, the community's active role in shaping their own experience. And it's not just about big initiatives like the Zero Waste campaign, it's in the everyday choices they make.
It's interesting you say that because I'm noticing a recurring theme in these sources, a strong emphasis on supporting local. It's more than just a trend. It feels like a core value here.
You're absolutely right. There's a conscious effort to prioritize independent businesses, from the cafes and restaurants to the boutiques and art galleries. It's about fostering a sense of community, of investing in the people and places that make Devonport unique.
It's that small town spirit, that sense of connection and shared purpose that so many people crave. It's refreshing to see it thriving in a place so close to a major city like Auckland.
It challenges the notion that urban living has to mean anonymity, doesn't it? Devonport seems to have found that sweet spot, a place where you can have the best of both worlds.
It's like they've managed to bottle that independent spirit, that sense of community, and infuse it into everything they do, from their stance on nuclear-free zones to their support of local artists and businesses.
And what's remarkable is that they've done it all while maintaining that close connection to Auckland. The ferry ride across the harbor isn't just a scenic commute, it's a tangible link, a reminder that Devonport is an integral part of the city's fabric.
It's a two-way street, too. People from all over Auckland are drawn to Devonport's unique charm, its historical significance, its vibrant arts and culture scene. It's a place to escape the hustle and bustle without disconnecting entirely.
Exactly. It's that perfect blend of accessibility and tranquility. Devonport offers a change of pace, a chance to reconnect with simpler pleasures, a walk along the waterfront, a coffee at a sidewalk cafe, a browse through a local art gallery.
So as we come to the end of our deep dive, it's clear that Devonport is more than just a pretty picture on a postcard. It's a place where history comes alive, where community thrives, and where a commitment to sustainability and a better future shapes everyday life.
It's a reminder that even in a world often dominated by the fast-paced and the fleeting, there are still places like Devonport, holding on to their unique character, their sense of community, their connection to something deeper and more meaningful.
It's a place that invites you to slow down, to engage with your surroundings, to appreciate the value of connection, both to people and to place. And who knows, maybe it'll even inspire a few of our listeners to seek out those values in their own communities.
Now, wouldn't that be something?
It certainly would. A huge thank you to you, our listener, for taking this deep dive with us. We hope this exploration of Devonport has sparked your curiosity and inspired you to look a little closer, to delve a little deeper, and to discover the hidden gems that are waiting to be unearthed, wherever your own explorations may lead you. Until next time, keep asking questions, keep seeking understanding, and keep diving deep.